chemical warfare developed in World War I with many different kinds of dangerous weapons. This is the name of the Battle of Ypres. In this battle, the Allied force soldiers were attacked with chlorine, a gas that attacks the respiratory system. That soldier was attacked by mustard gas. Mustard gas is a blister agent. A blister agent is an agent that burns eyes, skin, or lungs. This image is about how nerve agents attack. Nerve agents attack the communication of the nervous system, which can cause the stop of the breathing of a person. These smoke grenades are known as riot control agents. They are used to combat public disturbance, and they are not lethal.
Chemistry is a huge part of medicine, both as diagnostic and treatment tool. Chemistry is involved in pharmacology and the development and manufacture of medicines. It has huge implications for human health, therefore it overlaps with biology. The human body is a biological chemical machine that works with chemical and electrical impulses. This means that the human body depends on chemistry. Medical chemistry refers to the discovery, development, identification, and interpretation of the ways of acting of biologically active compounds on their molecular level. This means that all biological living things are molecularly the same, based on carbon compounds. Medicines, vitamins, plastics, synthetic and natural fibers, carbohydrates, proteins, and many other compounds are formed by organic molecules based on carbon. And as you can see, here are some examples of medicine and chemical compounds. Organic chemists determine the structure of organic molecules, study their reactions, and develop procedures to synthesize organic compounds made on carbon. Actually, the organic chemistry can be called carbon chemistry. The world of medicines has constituted in the past and is in this era an important part of the investigation and development of carbon-derived products. Its importance makes this area of scientific knowledge a very necessary field for investigation. The organic polymers are compounds formed by the union of carbonated identical molecular units that receive the name of monomers. The polymers contain hundreds of thousands of monomers, making giant molecules. And all the plastics and their derivatives are made of polymers. This means that they have very similar properties, all plastics. And it's worth to mention that all the devices that are introduced to our body are made of plastic. One possible solution would be saving electric power, since this one produces big irreversible effects damaging the ecosystems in the poles. World blackouts of an hour might be programmed once a month, together with national campaigns that create conscience into the inhabitants of home. When it is not in use, it is important to turn off all domestic appliances, lights, and climates. The advantages of applying this solution would generate long-term improvements, and applied correctly and following this system in constant use, it could balance the damage realized till now. Some disadvantages would be the cost of the advertising campaigns and the fact that not all would follow these new offers. For consequence, we might get results not so much positive and negatives. Stop using some noxious gases that damage the ozone layer, for example, those that the refrigerators contain, and try to avoid the use of energies that damage the planet, for example, the nuclear energy. Replace the most dangerous gases or those that contain a high quantity of carbon dioxide or methane by products that use natural energy or less harmful gases. Though it is very efficient, the nuclear power is very dangerous and its use, as minimum it was, it would achieve a major protection, also to support the reforestation as secondary activity. Find clean sources of energy which do not affect the ecosystems. Promote the culture of energy saving and recycling, and not to fail taking advantage of the natural resources. To invest in the research and development of new technologies for the sources of clean energy with university programs, helped and promoted by the government. To promote in the schools, by means of educational programs, the compilation of garbage and its recycling. To do conscience to the industries for the recycling of materials and a better production using fuels and materials that don't damage the environment. With this, the money is a disadvantage in order that the new technologies develop and are implemented in the country. The recycling is an expensive method for the industries to use new materials.
Net chemistry helps in a better understanding of the causes of global warming. Without the chemistry, scientists will not know how to stop the problem from keep damaging our environment. Chemistry helps to find the causes of the global warming and helps in the research of solutions to the current problems that are affecting our world. For example, the melting of the polar ice caps, the hole in the ozone layer, the greenhouse effect, the increase in the temperature, and the increase of pollution in air, water, and air.
Chemistry cannot be overstated. Every single material in our universe is chemical, and the ability to understand and manipulate these chemicals is responsible for everything, from food to drugs to plastics and computers. With our knowledge of chemistry, without our knowledge of chemistry, the world would be a far more dangerous and far more less advanced place. Stars are chemicals. The atoms in us are once ancient stars. Food is chemical. We are what we eat. Right?